We tried like 2 different combos so far and it's still not working. What is going on, guys? It's Toby here, and today we're going to be installing some reflectors. They're actually LED and they have a sequence to them. So you have a turn signal, you have the daytime running lights, and you have a brake light in them as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this install. We recently did the 3rd brake light, the new tail lights, and we need to delete the last bit of red on the diffuser with those reflectors. You also get a cool turn signal, so it'll look nice. And this is probably going to be a one-of-one tutorial because I looked on YouTube and there were no other tutorials for install. You do also have to splice into the taillight harness, so we're gonna figure it out. We began by taking off the cover to the taillight on here. There's like a couple of push clips. You use a flathead, push it off. Now, I was talking about splicing wires, and I think you have to tap into the wiring harness right here with these wires. So we're gonna be using some T-taps, and I'm struggling to talk right now, but we got it. So T-tap in there and get it down in the diffuser. There's actually a hole by the taillight, so I'm going to use a phone charger to see if I can tape those wires to run it up from the diffuser and the reflector. Should work, I mean, as long as it's not bending. I think it's going down. So that's the hole that we're going to use to run those wires up from that,
I almost see it.
You see it?
I almost do.
There's the reflector. Evan is currently tying a knot to the phone charger so that I can try and pull it through. I hope this works, or we're gonna have to pick up a stick and do it with a stick, because a stick would be a lot easier. You just tape it to the end of the stick, pull it through, but we might be able to get away with the phone charger. We'll see in a second.
You have tape?
I think that'll work. Maybe. Double knots. I mean, you guys can skip all of this mess and just get a stick, really. But we don't have one. We're in the middle of the UF parking garage, so, you know. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and we're gonna try this. No way, the phone charger actually works. There we go. Got the wires to the back end. To remove the reflector, there's 2 Phillips head screws on the back side, but there is very little room for you to actually do this. So like if I get underneath the car, maybe you can see Evan. No, you can't. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use the phone to show it a little better, where you take out those reflectors on the back side with a Phillips. So if we try and zoom, you can see where Evan's finger is. He is currently going to town on that. But that's where the Phillips head is for one of them. Where's the second one? Do you know? Let me see if I can show it on my side.
It's right here.
So
it's further over.
It's right here. If maybe you can see it. Yeah. I don't know. It's that hole right there that you see. Not the best angle, but we're trying here, fellas. Since the camera is too big, once again, I'm pulling out the other screw to the other reflector on the passenger side. So it should come out any second now. I just don't want to drop it like Evan did because he's having trouble getting that out. Yeah, I could try to grab that screw, but Evan got it out. So it's 1 screw, actually, not 2. And it literally just flew out on the ground. So there you go. Super simple. It's a pain in the butt though to get to, but once you get it, it's not bad. That's out. We're gonna have to rerun the wires because they have to go through the backside. We didn't think of that. So, I mean, this is just tedious work because of the angle and the lack of workspace, but we should be able to get it. I need to pull that wire through, right? The reflector once again popped out, so you can see me wiggling the screw right there. That's the 1 screw that you need to take out. Thought I would show that on the phone real quick because we can get a better angle. Once again, once you pull those screws on both sides, and we dropped both of them, but Evan got one out. I dropped the other one when I was doing it. The reflector just literally pops out. It'll fall out because it's only being held by that screw on the back side, the Phillips. Just push it right on out. And now we're gonna go ahead and run the wires through that side and push it through the top. So I didn't show this earlier, but you just use the flathead to remove these clips. And it's super simple. The oddly satisfying part. Oh my god, I need 2 hands. You got it?
Yeah.
Here, you rip it off. Yep. I literally can't do it. What the heck? What's it stuck on? Oh, here we go. Oh. Now I'm just running the wires to the back end of the diffuser. We concluded that the left side is bigger, so it's a better idea. Because if you try and push the screw through, like, it's literally not gonna work when you try and latch it down. So definitely push the wires through the left side, this hole, What's it getting stuck on?
Oh, it's bunching up.
Yeah, it is bunching up.
So when you just pull it, it'll be fine.
What the heck? Dude, it's so hard to see where you're touching though. Like, oh, there we go.
There we go.
So that's all pulled through now. I think you're supposed to drill a hole through the middle so you can run those wires, but we're not doing that. Nope. We're just putting the screw on here. It should hold it. It shouldn't be loose. Like, don't you think, Evan? That'll stay?
Yeah, as soon as you put the
We should be good?
Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah, we'll be good. Whatever. And we'll run this up in just a second. So, I mean, if you want to, you can drill a hole through the middle. Not through the actual reflector, but through the plastic in the diffuser to make it fit better. But I'm not going to. We're just going to run it like this. This is our contraption for pulling the wires through to the top with the phone charger. So, yeah, it's quite the unique one. It does work, though, I will say. And go over the crash bar so it actually works. You got it, Evan? You start pulling it through. Coming through the top side right now with the other wires. You're gonna have to finesse it a little bit. That's what I had to do on the other side.
There we go.
Perfect. Right now we're tapping wires and stuff, so I did black to black. That's what you can see with the T-tap, that blue thing. And we're gonna do the same thing. This is like very difficult to film because both of us are like squeezing our hands in there with the very little room that we have. So we're trying, fellas, but yeah, you just T-tap. We'll try and show a T-tap process. You just clamp down until it cuts through both wires. Right now I'm currently trying to separate the T-tap so that I have more room because you have very little room realistically when you're trying to do this. So I'm taking the pliers. Son of a... I separated it. Now I can try and shove it in there, and I'm gonna do white to white. So what you do is you take the T-tap and you probably can't see crap, bro. You go to the white and you put one end of the wire in the white. Dude, oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna need your help. There's no way. I T-tapped all the wires to their respective colors and it's not working, boys. So either the T-taps are not deep enough, like in, because I wanted to be gentle with it, so I didn't sever the wires. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the pliers and just barely apply a little bit more pressure on each one of them. If that doesn't work, then something's wrong with our wiring, but this is like horrible. You know, they could have came up with a better design like a separate wiring harnesses that plugs into like the OEM and extends it, but no, that's what you get when you order stuff off of eBay. We tried like 2 different combos so far and it's still not working. So I T-tapped all of them. This looks horrible, all right? All these exposed wires, T-tapped and everything, and it is still not turning on. So I don't get it. Obviously, we're not good enough mechanics with a K, but it's not working. Called up Father Jay and he told us to basically take out the harness and tap each wire with the brakes and then the lights running. But guess what, boys? Still can't come up with a solution. So we tapped one, didn't work. We tapped all the wires, nothing came on. We have to head to Walmart real quick, so we're packing up to get a multimeter, and then we'll do the same thing again and basically turn on the turn signal, tap on the prong, see if it gets a signal so we know which one goes where, and hopefully try and reapproach this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's something wrong with it, or we might technically be using the wrong wiring harness because there is another wiring harness underneath the taillight, but we don't want to mess with that. So we're gonna go ahead and hope that it's the one on top that we're messing with right now. This, fellas, when we pulled up to Walmart, I found my twin right there with the RS badge. I think mine's a little cooler though. It has the black outline, not gonna lie. And we're gonna pick up this multimeter, then we're gonna dip out and try this again. So I better, like there's nothing stopping this install other than the wiring harnesses. It'll take literally 5 minutes to do if you have everything down and we can actually tap the right wires. So hopefully this fixes the issue. If I don't get a reading on the multimeter from the harness, I'm done. It's non-LED. It's gonna be a non-LED install. Yeah, we're going with the old-fashioned right here. That'll work. I have one of these at home, so I'm just gonna return this. Just get rid of it after I use it. You're joking, right? You can't put the battery in for the multimeter because the socket's too short?
Yeah, it's hidden right here.
Oh my God. You cannot make this up. You guys, this is the reality of working on cars, okay? Everything that will, what's that, Murphy's Law? Everything that will go wrong will go wrong. Literally. Any luck, Evan?
Nothing yet.
I don't get how this is not getting a current right now.
Maybe the lights on, right?
Yeah, the lights are on. It should be getting a current on the multimeter, but It seems like that wiring harness just doesn't get power unless it's plugged in, but that makes no sense, bro. Like, what? We are really struggling to figure this out, but Evan's got all the wires grounded right now on the pliers. And we have this red going to the third brake light, which is part of the brake light, so we'll see right now when I step on the brake if anything happens. You let me know. Did it light up? No? Bruh, come on, man. What? You can see the brakes going off like crazy. Unfortunately, fellas, we've just battled with this for hours and we're gonna call it. So we're gonna stick the screws on the back ends of the new reflectors. We will have smoked reflectors, but they obviously won't have the LEDs functioning. So yeah, that was a fat waste of time in summation. I'm also gonna stick on that Chevy badge as a part of this vlog, but I really wish that we could get the LEDs working. It sucks, you know, it is what it is, but when I take the car to the test and tune on December 2nd with Jay, he'll be able to fix it. He knows what to do, probably. He'll figure it out. So we'll have Jay fix up the wiring, but unfortunately, we're just gonna have to rock smoked out reflector look for now. It is what it is, boys. We tried our best. We were here for literal hours. All right, Jay, if you're watching this video, I taped that off right there. All these wires to the reflector for you to figure out when I see you on December 2nd. So have at it, all right? I'm gonna pick up the vlog tomorrow when we put on that Chevy logo with some double-sided tape, another L install, but check this out. So once again, I know I've shown this probably a million times. That's what the red looks like. We deleted it, we went with the black. It just cleans it up, makes it look real nice, matches with the taillights, the third brake light. And when Jay fixes up those lights to have the daytime running lights, the brake light, the turn signal, it's gonna look super nice. So on that note, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow when we do the Chevy logo, which I actually have in the passenger seat or somewhere back here. Yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna pop this in the grill. The only problem is that this was made for an OEM ZL1 grill, so it doesn't necessarily fit in my Auto Addicts one. And I can show you guys what I mean, but we can also give a preview. So it's gonna pop in right there. Looks super sick. That's upside down right now, believe it or not, but that's the only way it'll stick on without me gluing it. Looks solid though. I mean, better than being naked, I think. What do you think, Evan?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so we'll fix that up tomorrow and have it be in there the actual right way. Because right now, like Evan literally pointed out within 5 seconds, is that it's upside down. So stay tuned for that part of the vlog. I'll see you all tomorrow.